In the universe, no telescope can provide a clearer view of the universe in visible light than the James Webb Space Telescope. Science images from the world's premier space observatory aren't expected until this summer. In recent test images, the telescope has already shown signs of what lies ahead. Therefore, scientists hope this new tool will provide some solid evidence that life exists out there. In today's video, we are going to discuss all the latest updates regarding the James Webb Telescope. The James Webb Telescope is the largest and most powerful space telescope ever launched. The James Webb Telescope is going to open doors to a new scientific and research era. So stick right to the video and don't miss any portions. Also, if you are new to the channel, remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any future videos we upload. The James Webb Space Telescope's primary focus has been deploying and aligning its complex equipment since its launch on December 25, 2021. Having completed mirror alignment at the end of April, the $10 billion observatory has so far had a successful commissioning process. A clear image of distant stars was taken by the observatory. With a date in hand, we can guess when NASA's next-generation observatory will begin taking real pictures. NASA announced on Wednesday, June 1st, that it will publish the first operational images taken by the $10 billion James Webb Space Telescope on July 12th. The telescope has been in space for half a year and is currently undergoing commissioning. It took 5 years for the various participating space agencies to decide what the first images would show, despite Webb officials maintaining secrecy surrounding those first imaging targets. We aim to showcase Webb's powerful instruments as well as preview the science mission to come, said Klaus Pontoppidan, Webb project scientist at the Space Telescope Science Institute. Astronomers and the general public have long awaited the long-awaited wow. Webb has already shared some images, but those images were all interim alignment images taken to evaluate its capabilities. After each instrument has been calibrated, tested, and approved by its science and engineering teams, images will be taken on July 12th. Despite the fact that Webb has been carefully aligned since it launched on December 25, 2021, NASA says it is hard to predict exactly how the new images will look. During the early days of the universe, Webb will be able to collect sharp images of the first galaxies because of its 18-segment hexagonal mirror. As a result, it will provide a unique high-resolution infrared view of the universe. Webb's scientific capabilities will be demonstrated in full color by the newly released images. In addition to the images, spectroscopic data will also be included. According to NASA, the spectrum of light will provide astronomers with information about the object's elemental composition as well as other information. This first image package of materials will highlight the early universe, galaxies, stars, and other worlds. The mission's scientific themes prompted its creation. Public access to all data collected during the Webb commissioning process, including aligning the telescope and preparing the instruments, will also be available. While we wait for the big reveal, we do know what Webb will focus on during its first operational year, which is referred to as Cycle 1. After a competition among scientists, the agency has already published a list of planned investigations. As long as the observatory remains operational, this process will be repeated annually. NASA's Webb program scientist, Eric Smith, said in a statement, "As we near the end of preparing the observatory for science, we are on the verge of an incredibly exciting time for discovery. In addition to bringing to life decades of hard work, talent, and dreams, these pictures will also mark the beginning of something new." During its 6-month commissioning period, NASA's next-generation space observatory successfully observed a moving asteroid a month ago. The James Webb Space Telescope was able to successfully track a nearby object, demonstrating that it is capable of monitoring solar system objects as well as distant galaxies, stars, and other faraway objects that it is expected to observe over its possible 20-year lifespan. During the commissioning process, we will test other objects moving at various speeds to ensure that Webb can study objects moving throughout the solar system, NASA wrote on May 19th. With the ability to observe nearby targets, Webb will be able to observe a wide range of phenomena, from potentially habitable moons to icy objects in the Kuiper Belt. When it comes to tracking a moving target, Webb faces a few additional challenges, including the need to switch between slightly colder and slightly hotter attitudes, which could interfere with mirror alignment and instrument alignment. Hamill believes the telescope's knowledge of our solar system's outer reaches will be well worth it. A single spacecraft has only been able to reach planets like Uranus and Neptune so far. Infrared light will allow Webb to peer into exoplanet atmospheres and observe some of the first galaxies created after the universe began by observing them through infrared light. The telescope captured test images after aligning its massive golden mirror segments. In the test pictures, the 4 instruments of the observatory show they are capable of taking high-quality pictures. NASA is working on Uranus in order to find a link between the chemistry and movement of the upper atmosphere, which can be studied with Webb, and the deeper atmosphere, which has been studied with other tools. In addition to Saturn's rings and Titan's atmosphere, Hamill plans to observe several ice objects in the Kuiper Belt and sporadic plumes emerging from Europa in Hubble footage. Webb will need to study all of these scientific targets that are located within the solar system. Webb's image reveals details of the interstellar gas that exists between the stars in a way that has never been seen before in the Large Magellanic Cloud, a small galaxy located near the larger Milky Way. Currently, the instruments that will make up the Webb telescope are undergoing their final checks and calibrations, and the ground team evaluating the performance of each instrument to ensure it can collect data. There are about 4 or 5 different science modes on every instrument, and each one has its own requirements. One of Webb's special modes is moving target tracking, useful for scientists studying objects in our solar system's icy reaches as they orbit the Sun. One of Webb's special modes is moving target tracking. When this phase is complete, we will be ready to unleash the science instruments. In conclusion, the James Webb Telescope is the largest and most powerful space telescope ever launched. The Webb Telescope's sharp view of the universe will change astronomy. In the event that there is life beyond our planet, somewhere in the universe, this new tool will provide solid proof. That was all for today's videos, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel for more amazing updates and videos. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. See you in the next video. Until then, take care and goodbye.